this Week 4 clash. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Bears offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40.
Red 54, red 54. Ready, go.
Jaron Kiave-Songopolatelli unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Golden Bears headed quickly to the line.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
Gets it out fast. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Golden Bears. A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So the Clemson Tigers offense will now get its first chance with the football. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
With the catch, it's Moore. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of running room. The 10. He is in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
JKS. Right on the money.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the 1st down. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over it. Holds and fires complete to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quick release by the QB. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the 1st. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Davidson. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
And the Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Sangapolatelli. The sure hands. It's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous back.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Working that left side. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
Unloads quickly. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Cal uses its 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Cal will use its final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
This tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Sangapolitelli. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Again, it's Sangapolitelli. Got a man, it's Strong. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Jaron Chiave Sangapolitelli. Caught. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Number 29, on to punt it away.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with UAB taking on the Navy Midshipmen.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. He says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific. Great ball.
Throws it deep. And the diving catch down the right side.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defense.
Caught, and he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as 8.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The handoff to Johnson. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The run inside. It's Davidson. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more.
Roman!
the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Going deep. Makes a deep grab. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He goes right back to the air. Rifles it down the middle. Hauls it in. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Backs looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Back's got it. And we have breaking. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season.